So welcome everybody to the final video I have of the best continents. So this year I've managed to do a country from every single movie. I've done a little video every now and again talking about the best from each continent, and it's time for Oceania today. I'll be honest, it's slim pickings. We're going to go through them. I'm on my lunch break so I don't have too long, so I'm going to fire through them. Let's go. So 10th we have the Orator. The Orator? I don't know. But it's from 2011, it's from Samoa, and it's just a really nice pick. It's sweet, it's fun, it's the kind of movie you want when you're exploring all these countries. You know what I mean? Like, you see their culture in this film and their traditions, and you just really get a vibe of what the actual place is like. And that's why it's on this list. I'm sure there's probably 15, Australian movies that could have made it on here instead. Like Relic, for example, is not on here. But I wanted to put this on. I wanted to shout this one out. It's a bit different, and I wanted to put something that's not just Australia and New Zealand, basically. So yeah, Orator is 10th. In 9th, we have True Spirit, which is a true story. It came out last year. Again, it's nothing crazy. It was just a nice little one that I watched recently. Or I watched it probably about a year ago, actually. But I just wanted to be like, you know what? I enjoyed that, actually. I probably didn't... I probably rated it a bit too high. I probably enjoyed it a bit more than most people. But I had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, that one is in my 9th. In 8th is my boss's favourite. It's called Chopper. It's a silly little one. It's a true story. It's one of those that the more you watch it, the funnier it gets. And I'll be honest, the second time I watched it was hilarious. Again, it's not going to be in the top 5. I mean, it is for my boss, but it's not going to be in the top 5. It's not going to be one that'll blow you away. But it's just, you should watch it. You should go out your way to watch it at some point. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, Chopper is great. It's about, like I said, true story. I think his name's Mark Reed. And it's played brilliantly by Eric Bana. So yeah, if you get a chance, give that one a watch as well. As it applies to all of these movies. I'm going to repeat that a little bit, I think. In 7th is The Hunt for the Wilder People, which is not the only new movie from this director, as you might guess. There's going to be one way higher. I only just watched it not longer, actually. I watched it this month in November, and I really liked it. I mean, I'm saying the obvious for all of this. I'm not, it's in my top 10. I'm saying, oh, I really like this one. But it was exactly the kind of movie you want. It's the kind of movie you need to be in the mood for. It's a chill one, and it's not going to surprise you. It's not going to have any twist or anything like that. But if you're in the mood for a nice, fun one that's going to make you laugh, it's going to be a nice time. You can't go wrong here. The two main people in it is really funny, Sam Neill and also I can't remember what the kid called, but the kid from Deadpool 2. It's just really funny and it's a really good movie. So yeah, this one, I couldn't recommend it more. Complete opposite though, we now have Somersault, which is a very different story. Pretty dark, it's not for everyone. And it's a real roller coaster. But I remember I watched this earlier this year and it really took me by surprise. I didn't know what I was going in for. And yeah, this one really shocked me in a good way. And out of all the ones on this list I've said so far, it's the one I'll be most likely to rewatch soon, and I'll probably watch it a couple times because it's got a lot of rewatch value. I don't want to say it's hard hitting because it's not quite there on the impactful way, but it takes a lot out of you for sure. So yeah, this one is probably the first one with this. That's a real the next level. I'd say it's the next level. Following that though, we have number 4, Queen Priscilla, or I think it's The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, which is a long name. It goes into drag in this movie, and it's just the kind of story that's both powerful, important, and just it's not really done that much. Or at least I've not seen it done that much, or focused on that much. So it's something that it's a very interesting take. A very good take, I should say. And for me, the bit that really won me over, not to give stuff away, but at some point one of them meets their son and spends time with him. And that for me was the bits that really won me over and got it very high up on the list. It's a very good movie. Everyone should watch it at some point in their life. And yeah, it should be higher, honestly. But yeah, number 4, very well deserved. In 3rd is, let's be honest, everyone knows it's going to be on this list. It should be number 1. It's Lord of the Rings, all 3 of them. I could have had my top 3 be each of the movies of Lord of the Rings. I could have had number 1 just be the trilogy. I've put it in 3rd to make it not too obvious. And also, if I'm honest, I don't like Lord of the Rings as much as other people. But it's Lord of the Rings. It's just great. Yeah, I've only seen it twice. And, in a couple of years after I've seen it 3 or 4 times, I'll probably look back at this and be like, what am I doing? But yeah, right now it's third. The whole trilogy is third. In second is What We Do in the Shadows. One of the funniest movies I've ever seen. It's just brilliant. It's one of those movies, every time I watch it, I'm like, is this going to be as funny as I remember? And it's even funnier. It never disappoints. And it's just something about it, which it's just wonderful. I just love it. I just love this movie. It's so funny. It's probably the best mockumentary I've seen, along with Spinal Tap. And it's just splendid. It's just a splendid movie. And it is deserved number 2. In number 1, though, is a movie I've seen this morning. It's a late edition, and it is Memoir of a Snail. It's also come out this year. It's a very, very new movie. If you've seen Mary and Max, which I've actually not seen, but it's the same maker as that. It's a stop motion one. It is absolutely amazing. Maybe recency bias has kicked in here. It probably has, but it's funny, it's sad, it's tragic. It is just a really good mix that just clicks. It just works perfectly. And again, maybe it's just because I watched it this morning, I'm a little bit too hyped for it, but I just needed to shout it out. I needed to mention it. So yeah, Memoir of a Snail is in my number 1. That has been my Oceanian list. In the new year, I'll probably do a one movie from each country, or some kind of video talking about me watching a movie from each country, because I think it's quite a cool little thing. It's not something to brag about, but I'm happy I've done it. So yeah, I'll probably do a video about that. But yeah, that is now being every continent done. Bam, 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 bam. Thank you for watching. I've been James. Let me know if I've missed any, and I'll see you next time. Bye.